Hello, everybody. My name is Cycling is My Whole Life, and cycling is my whole life. It is March 18th, 2024. I'm at 170 miles. That is 80 miles more than the last time I was here. There's a whole story behind that, and we'll get into it here on the ride. We're going to do 10 miles today, and we're going to start right now. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. So, for those of you, which I doubt there are many, but that's okay, who have been following along from the last time that I was here, I had said on January 11th that I might be coming back on January 12th, or I might not be coming back on January 12th. But I was planning on just skipping that one day. Well, unfortunately, on my way to work on January 12th, tragedy struck. And I'm not going to go into details on what happened on that day, but I will tell you this. My left foot ended up having 2 broken bones by the end of the day, and as you can see right here on my right calf, I have road rash. I don't think you need to be a detective to figure out exactly what happened, but needless to say, the injury was such that I was not able to bicycle after that. So I took time off, obviously to recover. I was thinking about getting back on camera and then just recording gameplay, but I decided that maybe that was going to be too difficult for my state of mind, so I opted to just step away from recording altogether and focus on recovering. And so that's what I did. After a few weeks, I returned back to work, and when I was recovered enough that the doctor suggested that I was careful with my physical activity, but able to do so, I returned to cycling. Obviously, I couldn't walk because the pain from the injury was such that walking was out of the question. Even now, walking still doesn't feel great, so this is a lot less impact. So I figured that I was ready to return, and now I'm back. I did go on my first walk today, long distance, purposeful with the goal of walking, and I ended up walking a total of 5 kilometers, my usual 3-mile route. So I did that today, and by the end of the walk, my ankle hurt, and the ortho and foot doctor both had told me that due to my muscles compensating for the injury, that I would be having issues with swelling and discomfort, and they are correct. I do have issues with swelling and discomfort still, but at some point I'm gonna have to start. And last year when I broke my right ankle, wasn't really my ankle, but we'll call it my ankle. Last year when I broke my ankle, I took way too much time off, and that ended up holding me back because I wanted to properly recover, so I said to myself, but in reality, it seemed like it was just more laziness than anything else, which is sad because at that time, I weighed 215 pounds and I was in really good shape. And then after I had broken that ankle, I went up to 250 pounds, or actually like 240, 250. And then I gained more weight. And that's actually why I came back to cycling at the beginning of the year, because I wanted to get my cycling habits back and get my diet back on track. Well, because of that injury on January 12th, that kind of derailed my situation. So thankfully, from then till now, I only gained about 5 pounds. That's why it says 270, whereas it said 265 last time I was here. So thankfully the weight gain wasn't significant, but I'm sure that the atrophy of my muscles and my legs probably accounts for some of the weight gain too. But I will not be deterred from my goal. So starting today, I am watching my diet, and I am cycling and hopefully walking again. We will see. Today I was able to walk outdoors because it was such a beautiful day today, and because of daylight saving time, I was able to enjoy a little bit more sunshine later in the day. But if not, I still have my treadmill, and I can do walking there too, so long as my foot can handle it. But the whole point is, and one of the bigger how can I say this? The main theme for trying to get back on the bike is to reestablish my health and my routines. So that's what we're doing here. Alexa, tornado on. Had to turn on the fan. It's getting warm already. So I'll be probably around this wattage or so for now. I did do a couple rides. Obviously you can see I'm at 170 rather than 90 where I was last time I posted a video, because I actually have done cycling since then, but even then it was so painful that doing the 10 miles was at a very low intensity. I was taking about an hour to do 10 miles, and as you can see now, I'm at 16 miles per hour right now, and so the mobility of my foot, my left foot, has increased significantly, and I can handle more. The only issue now is that my cardiovascular endurance is not as strong as it was, so I will be probably more exerted, which is okay. It's just part of the process. 2 miles in, 7 minutes and 40 seconds, not bad. So we're gonna keep on trucking, gonna keep on spinning pedals. Cycling is my whole life, so I'm gonna cycle. And I've actually had the privilege of cycling outdoors not too long ago, but it was definitely not as mentally easy as it used to be due to circumstances. Like I said, I won't get too deep into that. Maybe someday I'll come back and I will inform all of you of all the details, but at this moment it is better for me to just keep those details to myself, and when the time comes I will release all the details. But the good thing is I'm back. Cycling is my whole life, so I can't be held back from cycling. No matter how many times I leave, I always come back, and that's the whole thing, is life works in cycles, and I want to prove that and show that no matter if you swing one way on the pendulum, there is a way to return, and that is perfectly okay. You cannot be peak at all times, and you cannot be in the slum or in the trough at all times. So if you're going through something right now, and it seems like things are kind of hopeless, do not worry. They cannot stay low forever. That is just not the reality or the nature of life. I have been down many times, and I knew that I would return, and here I am, returned. In case I didn't mention this, in January, one of my goals is to not shave for the year 2024. That is why my beard is significantly longer than it was in January. And since that is the goal, I'm going to be following through with that goal. So at the moment, it has been January, February, and almost 2/3 of March. Amazing. Along with getting back on the bike and walking and returning to work, I have also decided that my diet needed to change. And there's several factors to that. One of the big factors that had to do with changing my diet was that, one, I'd gained about 55 pounds from when I originally broke my right ankle last year. Two, exercising is not as easy, and that is definitely due to my loss of fitness and weight gain. I have gained weight and continued exercising, but this time I was not exercising and I just gained weight, so I lost a lot of my fitness, which is perfectly okay. Like I said, these kind of things are kind of the part of life at sometimes, and learning to accept them for what they are and how they happen is part of growing and being human, and understanding that that's just kind of how life is. So if you're in one of those places where you said to yourself, and I've also said this to myself, I will never let myself gain weight again. Well, here I am. And it's okay. I'm not upset about it. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't beat myself up about it. I just needed to get to a point where I told myself, it's time for me to make a change. And so here we are making that change. And I encourage you to find something that motivates you to make that change. Now, a lot of people say, oh, when I reach this goal, I will feel this way. When I accomplish this, I will be happier, so on and so on. But my takeaway from this last time is, it doesn't matter how much you do, as long as you do something. And I'm not even saying, well, it doesn't matter if you don't ride 10 miles, at least ride 1 mile. I'm not even saying that at all. What I'm saying is, any kind of progress that you can make and make every day, work towards making that progress. And even if it's just that progress, that is more progress than the day before. So if it means that you take the stairs one time instead of riding the elevator, or even for one floor, but you do that one floor every day rather than taking the elevator through all the floors, that is an accomplishment, and that is improvement. Make small goals, stick to them, and then increase from there. So for that same reason, I am doing 10 miles, even though 10 miles isn't always the highest amount of miles that I can do. I know it's something that I can maintain, and that is the goal. That is what I'm planning to do, at least for now, until I can regain my my fitness to the place of where it was. I'm also a little under the weather. As it so happens, I made the decision to get back in the swing of things. I believe it was like Friday when I made the decision And so I allowed myself on Saturday and Sunday to enjoy some food and enjoy some rest. And I did. And it kind of ended up backfiring because my intestines are not happy. As you know, I have diverticulosis. And the food that I ate, although it was nothing that was going to cause a flare-up in my diverticula, it was something that definitely made my system unhappy. And so that was not a good way of enjoying my last 2 days of dietary freedom. But I just look at it as it's just part of the process. Maybe it's a way of telling myself, hey, you don't want to feel this way, so don't do things to make yourself feel this way. I had broccoli today, I had some potatoes, and I had chicken. And then after this ride, I plan to have some hard cooked eggs and then call it a day. Maybe some dates to have some fiber in my system. Fiber is really good to making you feel full longer, and it is harder for your body to break down, so you end up feeling fuller longer. Dates do have a lot of sugar and calories, but that's okay because I'm not eating a lot of them. I eat only about 5 anyway. So it's a good way to offset hunger. Getting close to about 5 miles here. Hopefully we'll get there before 18 minutes comes up. I think it takes me about 3 to 4 minutes to do 1 mile, so that should be about right. I think 5 miles is achievable in the next minute and 10 seconds. So as far as I plan to, as long as I feel well enough, today is the first day back. I plan to make this my return to YouTube again, and if all things go well, I will be posting a video every single day with at least a minimum of 10 miles, which at this pace looks like it's going to take about 35 minutes. And then if I feel comfortable enough, I will return to video games and cycling at the same time. But for right now, I wanted to talk to you, not be distracted by the games, and fill you in on exactly what was going on. So I felt like this was the best way to do that. I might have a pace partner here. If they're doing the same loop that I am, I'll be able to stick with them here for a little while and get a little bit faster time. But there's no guarantee. They could be going left up here and I could lose them, but that's okay. The goal is just to do our distance that we had planned to do, and that's all that matters. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, so long as I feel like I'm able to, I will be doing the USMES rides. Those are the military veteran rides that I do. The last couple times that I've tried doing the rides with them, I've been unsuccessful to stay up with them. But the whole point is to be social and hang out with them. And that's kind of what I'm aiming to do. So if we join them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it is not a letdown to not be able to stay up with them. The most important thing is being here. I might have lost my pace partner there. They did a little bit of hard pushing. I'll go down one gear and see if I can slowly chisel away at the distance. Thanks, ABB. I'm gonna try not to surpass 150 beats per minute. I don't want to make myself feel sick, especially because I haven't had my body at that level for extended periods of time in a while. I wonder if I catch up to them, if they're going to pedal hard through that incline. And if they do, I might lose them again. But I'm slowly chipping away at the gap. I appreciate them very much for pushing me and giving me a little bit of motivation there. Let's see if they push hard. Yeah, they're sprinting up that hill. Are they? Yeah. Good hard effort. Looks like C Group is about to catch up here in a second. Maybe I can stay with them for a little bit. We'll use the draft bonus here and see if I can stay up with them for a little bit. Alexa, fan on. Come on, Pete Ramsey. I'll pull you for a minute. Oh, there I go. My PR. Whoops. Drop him a thumbs up for helping me during that time. He's up there, I can see him. All right, 2 more miles to go. Doing great. I felt kind of sickish at first, but I'm starting to even out right now. Looks like I'm about to be 40 seconds faster from my last time. Maybe 35 seconds. And that's due to that drafting that I was doing. So, which is okay. Oh, I'm not going to finish this whole lap, so there's no need to push hard. So I will take this last 1.5 miles and just take it easy. Bring it down a little bit. Feel good, feel accomplished. A little bit of smile for the camera. Feel good. So, no need to push too hard. I did great today. Had good water intake. I'm gonna have some more here in a little bit. Had good nutrition intake, a good amount of exercise, got some sunshine, got everything that I need. No reason to be upset, unhappy. I can only feel accomplished for my success that I had today. And I encourage you to feel successful and think about some successes that you had today, even if they were small. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish. You accomplished more than you did when you didn't do those things. So be proud and happy. And if you didn't live up to your normal standards, that's perfectly all right. You can't be on top every day. So look up, measure where you want to be, and work towards it tomorrow. Aim to get closer tomorrow. That's perfectly okay. And if you still have time today, then do a little bit more today. And about 0.8 of a mile to go. Hoping to get it done before 33 minutes. I think I'm going to cheat. I'm going to skip the climb. And I shouldn't have called it cheating. The thing is, I didn't want to do more climbing. I like this little flat piece, so just turn my bike around, ride the flat. If I get back to another incline, turn it around again. I was here to do 10 miles, not climb mountains and beat myself up. I want to make sure that I feel happy with what I did today, feel comfortable with what I did today, and look forward to coming back tomorrow. If I end up doing something today that makes me feel like I don't want to come back tomorrow, then I did not accomplish my goal properly. Alright friends, if you have time, I would greatly appreciate you hitting that bike button. If you want to join me for more rides, hit that subscribe button. And if you are still planning to work out, add another one of my videos to your queue. I'm happy to cycle with you and I'm happy to be there with you. And hopefully there'll be plenty of videos here in the short future so you can constantly be riding with me, or I could be riding with you, or doing whatever you do, whether it's riding, running, meditating, studying, whatever it is. I'm here, you're here, we can do this. Alright friends, I appreciate you very much. Until that next time, I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.